sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark, in a pestilential prison ailment, awaiting the sensation. Hello, hello. Good evening. How are you? How is it going? How are things? I realized that I had my mic on while I was doing my vocal warm-ups for a little bit. So apologies for that. Yay, great embarrassing start to the stream. But yes, good to see you. It's been a while. I hope things are well. We're going to try very quickly do the things. We will get as much done as we can. This may be a slightly shorter stream. However, we're gonna try and get as much in as possible. I gotta find the thing. We shall do our planning. We shall hopefully get some VATSIM, some ATC. So let us see. Okay, so they just went offline. Oh, so we'll just I feel like this is more likely to go offline than this. So we're probably going there. So we'll go around near KMM, but not into because scary. Or out of, I should say. Into or out of. So somewhere in here-ish. I really should stop going for the pink dots and go more for the red ones, so that we can actually land the thing without me letting loose some pilot terms. So we're gonna see if we can get maybe, what does this have? Have we done this one before? I feel like we've done this one before. We gotta switch it up a little bit. This looks promising. Oxford KUOX. That doesn't sound quite familiar. Perfect, let's do it. Can we start from here? Clarksdale. Perhaps. CKM. Boom. To KUOX. It does kind of sound familiar. These are the only places who tend to have ATC when I'm on. Okay, we're gonna go with this, I think. We're just gonna, yes, this sounds good. Let's start planning. Departure procedures and takeoff minimums. Charlie Kilo Mike. Zoom. Obstacle notes, no departure procedures. Oakley dokley, we're good. Could probably go a little bit more in depth, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Do I remember doing localizer Yankee or Zulu? Oh, and it's not an ILS. Ooh, we haven't done just a localizer. This one does have a DME arc, which would be interesting. Hello, tips, hack, licks, boots, and winks. I shall tip. I don't have my headset on. Tip my head and click my socks and wink back. Haha, haha. How's it going? How's it going? I'm not sure. Usually I like to do the VOR ones because it's like that's the one I busted. So and we do have to get into the this one's split. We might be doing this one then. Ooh, yes. Yes, I think it has been decided. Litips fedora. I have an invisible fedora then. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm sorry. There we go. My bad. I'm so good at this stuff. I appreciate you putting up with me. GPS is required. So, if I do it on VATSIM, is it okay if I do an approach that's GPS required if I do not have said GPS in said plane? Will anybody tell? So if we're doing localizer Yankee for runway 9er at the University of Oxford, uniform Oscar X-ray, 29th of December to the 26th of January. It's coming up. Oxford, Mississippi, localizer 111.7, approach course 92 degrees, runway length 5,600, touchdown zone elevation is 418, whereas the airport elevation is 452. Good to know. You spent the last few hours relocating your studio, so you're tired AF now. Where did you relocate it? I thought the studio was going well. Well, I hope it works out better now. I suppose. Okay. GPS is required. So we will use ye old foreflight if that is found acceptable. When local altimeter setting not received, irrelevant, increase, irrelevant. Okay. So, well, wait, we'll continue. We'll finish this. So it's a 4 nautical mile holding pattern because the GPS is required. Why not the localizer Zulu? So, I have had, hello, by the way, how's it going? I have had a thing, there was a thing with my commercial instructor to do with these, but also not to do with these. Can you see my cursor? There, yes. So we're gonna kind of go over what I have since found out-ish, kind of. So yes, otherwise we could definitely just go ahead and do the ADF is required. Oh, we do have that in the plane. Ooh, we shall see. Maybe we will. We'll quick go over this thing. And I guess not what I have learned, what I have been told. We'll go over that. The problems were comical, not impossible to overcome, but there's been developments, so it made more sense just to move it anyways. Okay, sounds good. Developments in the secret thing that you haven't talked about yet? That you should? At some point soon. Hi, good evening. You're local. I always forget to say hello first. That's okay. I always forget to say hello. I'm just like, draw you into the conversation. I'm good with it. It's all a part. So yes. Sorry and hello. Yes. So there was a thing. Okay, back last week probably, or week before. I can't remember at this point. All the days are running together. It was specifically a GPS approach on an IFR flight plan. First time that I filed under my name since check ride. And it was a workout, and we were coming from about like here-ish. And so my instructor goes, okay, so do you have to do the hold? And I said, yes. And he's like, we'll talk about it on the ground. And I was like, okay. So I went and I did the hold and we went in. And again, this was specifically a GPS approach. And then we went over some stuff. He told me that his DPE, also my DPE, I can't remember which one it was. Talked to him about it and said, yeah, it's a thing. And went into the AIM and questioned a bunch of things. And it was basically the consensus was that things aren't always done the way that they are supposed to be done. So I am going to continue unless the lesson to be learned, clarify. ATC, hey, can I go straight in? And then they'll be like, yes, cleared straight in, and then you're good. Otherwise, do the hold. So yes, you can announce it, but you don't want to jinx it. That's fine. I understand that. I understand it. Okay, sounds good. I'll stop bugging you, maybe. So there was a question about like this one. So if you're coming from here, you do not do the procedure turn because it says right there, you don't do the procedure turn. Otherwise, if you're coming from here, you do the procedure turn. So yes. Otherwise, if there's not something like that, you do the procedure turn. Or you ask ATC for a straight in if they do not give it to you. That is what we have learned. But we shall probably do either the localizer or the VOR. We've been doing the ARCs kind of a bit. So maybe we should just do the localizer. Because we haven't done specifically a localizer instead of an ILS. So maybe we will. Maybe we'll plan for this localizer here. Hang on, let me see what minimums are. 920, 981. Doesn't make a lot of difference unless... Well, let's see. What are ceilings currently? Num. Oh no, it's gusting. 70 degrees, 15 gusting, 26, 2.5 statute miles, heavy rain, few at 200, scattered at 1200, ceiling broken at 2500. Ugh. Lightning in the distant east. This would be no-go in real life. However, we're going to do it. 70 degrees. Shoot. So do we have to do a circling then? I think we do. Where is it? This one? Hang on. Ooh. Oh, well, we have to do it. Oh, we have to do it kind of anyway. Hang on. So yeah, so if we're doing this one, wind is 70 degrees. And it's gusting to 2.6. Would it be better for us to try the circling approach or to try landing with that horrid of a tailwind? What do we think would be most challenging? Procedure turns are to be done unless noted on the approach. Yes, ATC clears direct, ATC offers vectors, or there was one more, but you can't remember. But you remember this well because we looked it up on Charlie Foxtrot server. Exactly. And that's why I was very adamant with my commercial instructor that, yes, you are supposed to go straight in. I don't care if people think that it's just, yeah, go ahead, go straight in if it's most convenient. You just clarify. All you gotta do is clarify. If you want to go straight in, if you're planning to go straight in, just be like, hey, I'm going straight in, or can I go straight in? Requesting straight in. And they'll be like, yeah, okay. Rather than everybody expecting things and then somebody getting upset or dead. So, yeah. Sorry, the wind is 270. Did I mess it up? I'm sorry. Hang on. Checking again. 7D. 7D degrees. So we're good. 7D. 7... 7T. Yes, we are good. Thank you. Oops. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. The procedure turn or hold in lieu of PT is a required maneuver when it is depicted on the approach chart, unless cleared for ATC for a straight-in approach. Yes, literal quote. But yeah, there's 4 conditions, but you can't remember the 4th. You're looking for it, and it is like that's the thing is my instructor showed me a thing the first day, and it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But then I was going over it with Charlie again, and I was like, yeah, that it didn't seem right. So I went and I asked him about it, and we really went all over the aim, went through all of the things, and there were bits and pieces that said, yes, you can go straight in or whatever, but then you look a little bit further or behind, and it says, if you're cleared or this or something. And so everything that was found that would say that you can just go straight in had a thing around it that said you have to be cleared for one thing or another. So I was being that needly student that's like, I don't think so, Tim. But yeah, so it basically came to, yeah, I almost like don't want to, there's things that people do in real life or expect in real life that, like, yeah, I don't know, like, not by the book stuff that you really should be doing by the book stuff, but to each their own. So yeah, anyway, sorry. I feel weird like going like that far into it, because it's like I'm gonna do it the way that the book says. So the actual latest now read 90 degrees for winds should be a piece of cake. Yes, that'll be good if we can get in the air at a decent time, which I usually don't. So what is up? How's it going? How are things? Yay! Good to see you. Aside from, shoot, what is VCTS again? Oh no. The vectors. Apparently the brain is not working even at the beginning of this, so I'm so sorry. Thunderstorm vicinity, that's right, thank you. Yeah, you remember we looked up the actual documentation, and it specifically says the HILPT was required by default unless one of 4 conditions exists. Exactly, and that's why I'm enjoying my commercial instructor, and I've enjoyed my other instructors too, but honestly, I miss number 1 instructor just because I feel like he does things the way that I would and will do things once I actually have like the experience and skill level and stuff. So yeah. Things are busy as always. Good busy, I hope. But yes, it is. It never ends, and it will only get worse until the sweet release of sleep. Yes, the sweet release of sleep. So yes, I guess we will, since we're gonna try and do the ATC. If ATC ends up going off, we will attempt to do this one. If not, we will plan for this one. So localizer Zulu runway 9er at KUOX. It is up to date for the next couple of days. Localizer 111.7. Yes. Approach course 92. Runway length 5600. Touchdown zone elevation 418. Airport elevation 452. We are still going in that way. Perfect. ADF is required, which we have. When local altimeter setting not received, irrelevant. We'll get frequencies off of VATSIM. Procedure is not authorized for arrivals at ZTER on Victa 94535 southwestbound. Victa 53, so not authorized if we're coming from here, but we're coming from here, so we're good. But then also no PT, so we will be going to here. We don't have to worry about a procedure turn unless we would come here and in. Haha, so we don't even have to do a procedure turn. Yay! Well, we have to do ADF, so that'll be our challenge for this even. Okay, so then we're just coming straight in, so it'll be 2800, remaining above 2800 until we get to the final approach fix, which is Loam, the outer marker, which is 1800 for that. 920 is our thing. MDA. No. Oh my god. It's minimums. It's minimums. Brain is not working at all. I'm so sorry. If we go missed, which is the runway, we have to time it. I will have to remember to time it. Oh god, I'm gonna forget to time it. 1100. Climbed 1100, climbing left turn to 2800, back to the UV. Hang on. Tuning, loom, intersection, and hold. So yeah, so that thing. Yes. It do be a good busy good. You have to change. Oh goodness. Two PT6A21s and install two PT6A135s on a King Air C90. What does it all mean? What are those? And did I say it correctly? Is it 21 or 2 ones? 21s? 135s. 135s. Damn, little C90 will haul after, right? I'm interested to understand. And then our MSA is 2800 in general, which is the same as that. Don't have to worry about that. We're coming straight in. And I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. Yay. And again, we're between 90 and 120, so about 230-ish. So it's 30 seconds, that's 40 seconds. So we'll go with 220 seconds? 225. We can do 225, correct? Sure, we'll go with 225. Yes. 920. All right. Is that it? I think maybe. Kind of. I guess we'll find out. Oh gosh, are we getting the play? Oh, I have to file a flight plan. Engines 550. What is the S? S horsepower? Yes. To 750. S horsepower. I'm so sorry. I don't know things. I appreciate you putting up with me to understand. Shaft horsepower. Okay, thank you. Hello, how's it going? How are you? Turbine engine change. Big boost in power. That sounds like fun. Won't be crazy fast, but it will be faster. Nice, especially at altitude. And yes, 550 to 750 horsepower. Do Blackhawk conversions. What does that mean? Is that... I'm confused. I'm learning things. It sounds very exciting. Blackhawk upgrade. Isn't a King Air C90 a fixed wing? Or is a Blackhawk conversion something completely different than what I'm thinking it is? November Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Flight rules IFR. Aircraft type C152. Weight category is light. Equipment is alpha. Again, I really just want to put golf since we have the yield for flight. Where are we going? So Charlie Kilo Mike, yes. To arrival at KUOX. Correct? Okay. Off block. Shoot. So we'll go with math 03 0315. We'll go with 0315 and hope for the best. Altitude. Oh, shoot. We didn't do altitude. Okay. Blackhawk take regular PT6 engines and gives them... Okay. Blackhawk takes regular PT6 engines and gives them a little extra power. Okay. And is the owner of the STC the supplemental type certificate to convert it to the 135s. Blackhawk did engineering and paid the FAA lots of money to sell bigger engines. Oh, for King Airs. Okay. I got it, I think, kind of. Interesting. Well, that's fun. Well, I hope it is going well. Yes, you are doing it, or you did do it. Or you have to. Okay, you have to. I do. I hope it goes well. I'm sure it will. Yeah, that's... sounds insane. Okay, so we're still good there. What was I doing? We are figuring out our altitude. So we're going that way, so we might as well go... Oh, shoot. We're going into a MOA. Hang on, I have to check. Gosh darn it. CKM to KUOX. I usually avoid MOAs, but... Columbus 3 MOA is 8,000! Yay! So we're good. Is there a way to, like, show that? No, I guess not. So we're good there. We are MVFR here. So, well, I was gonna say we'd be able to pick it up, in the air, which is still seems like a long way, but okay. We'll see what happens. 3,000. That's what we're doing, correct? 3,000. Shoot. Sorry, I'm losing all of my things. It is a pain in the Patukas. Oh no! Is it a fun pain in the Patukas? Oh no. Well, it sounds interesting from this end, but I'm sure it's got its irritation. What's the worst part about it? And what's the best part about it? Oh, double question. Airspeed 105, we think? I think so, sure. Alternate en route time. It says it's 22 minutes. I am inclined to think questionable, but oops, like that. Route details direct, which I hope they'll let us. Oh, well, cause, we can plug in the ADF, correct? Oh no, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? NDB outer marker. So, okay, okay, so I have a question, because I don't know these things. Where is it? This. So, hang on, wait, what? Shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, oh no, so it is here, sorry. Good, okay. So this is our ADF, correct? No, sorry, our NDB, correct? But it says it's an outer marker. Am I misunderstanding things? Not one bit. That's fun about it. Oh no! Worst part of it is the rigging you all have to do. Best part is installing brand new engine that isn't covered in oil and grease. There we go. Silver lining. Yay. Oh no. Well, I hope it goes well, and I hope it is. I hope it's not too horrendous. And it's satisfying once you have it accomplished. And again, like I need to work on this a lot, but like right? So can I use this as my it is an NDB, correct? Or is the ADF just for outer marker? I really need to... We're just gonna file direct and hope for the best. That's what we're gonna do. I'm sorry. What am I doing? This one, and then... Yeah. Okay. Remarks. New to VATSIM. I will continue using that until someone tells me I can't anymore. November Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 IFR C152 Light Equipment A KCKM 0315 questionable. Altitude 3000, airspeed 105, arrival KUOX in en route time 22 minutes, questionable. Fuel endurance 400, route details direct, also questionable. New to VATSIM file plan. Oh no. Flight plan filed. Enjoy my flight. I hope I do. We will. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna be scary, but we're gonna have a good time. Okay, looking at the AIM 546, no PT on chart, cleared straight in approach. Okay, no PT on chart. Yes, cleared straight in approach, direct IF or FAF not greater than 90 degrees, receiving radar vectors. We might have gotten 4 from splitting up. Oh, clear direct and given a straight in. Right, but based on language, you don't think that's an and or right. It has to be an and. Right, so cleared direct, IF, FAF, and cleared straight in. Right, excellent. Hello, how's it going? NDB uses ADF. Right. OM is a signal that activates a light audio combo. Right. The little bits, the little circles, right? Often co-located where it's called a LOM, locator outer marker. So we could not use NDB so NDB and the locator outer marker are 2 distinct things, correct? So we could not go to an outer marker or we cannot use the outer marker to fly to from somewhere. The locator is the NDB, so we could use that in order to get there. Oh no. It sounds scary. Well, okay. I'll get in the plane quick. This is where we're going, right? Or where we're starting? Why does that seem wrong? It's correct. Okay. Hang on. Not starting on the runway. Shoot. I have no idea. Wind is 80 degrees. We're just gonna start down here, see what happens. Okay. You cannot navigate direct to an outer marker without a locator. Right. You can, however, use them to mark distance along a localizer, or back in the day, an airway. Right, okay, so it's... So there is a distinction between the NDB that you can actually fly towards and the locator outer marker, which is just the thing that lights up the little panel bit, right? I'm so sorry. Or without a locator. So if there is a locator, we could technically go to it.
Tree 1 Delta, 1 taking off runway tree, 6 straight out departure.
Someone speaking to me? Please do not tell me ATC was talking to me. I did not. Sorry, hang on. We need to go back. I am not starting on a runway. The locator outer marker means an outer marker with an NDB. Okay. Hang on. We're going to this. And then to... Where is it? Sorry, hang on. There, and here. So... There's an outer marker here-ish. This one right here. Oops. So it is a LOM, a locator outer marker, which is tongue. So this is isn't it? You love attending flight school, watching I'm glad you're having a good time. We will be flying in a little bit. I'm just trying to understand the things I don't understand because I don't use them enough. And I appreciate the patience. Marker itself is a vertical narrow beam constant radio signal, which is why you have to continue, like, continuously do the thing, correct? Like, continuously listen to it? So the NDBs, though, they're usually the circles with the dots, correct? So why doesn't this one have a circle with the dots? Or it does not. Oh, we're MVFR on both. Gosh darn it, that's okay. But 426 is what we're doing, right? And we don't necessarily want to go to there because then we would have to do procedure turn and stuff. So yeah. You only have to listen to the NDB. So I don't have to. Okay, I'm so sorry. So we could, since it is a locator outer marker, we could fly to it, correct? But we do not have to constantly listen to this one because it's not specifically an NDB. I do, every time I have one of these moments, I remember back to when I had other moments like this, and then eventually I did understand it, and then I feel silly. But again, I appreciate the patience so much. I'm fine, okay, you're just here for the vibes. I'm glad that they're good vibes. Hope all is well. Things are well. Hope they're well for you as well. The marker is very short range. Okay, and you don't tune it. They all transmit on the same frequency. Right, it automatically activates the light and carries the sound. The audio, right, because it's a loam, I can fly to it using the ADF. Okay, but it's not an NDB. I can just use the ADF. I feel like that in City Slickers, I don't know if anybody's seen City Slickers, where he's trying to explain to Phil how to program the VCR. Thank you for being my Billy Crystal. The cows could tape something by now. Oh, and sorry, and it is an NDB. A loam is both an NDB and an outer marker. So why doesn't it have the little dot circle, though? It would be helpful if it had the little dot circle. Okay. Well, we will try. Is ATC still up? ATC is still up, dang it. Okay. Well, we will see what happens. I will tune it. I will tune the ADF so that we can at least have that on there. What am I doing? We are starting at a parking space like normal people do. There we go. Most low altitude on route charts don't show LOMs. So even though it is also an NDB, I'm so sorry. But like, since it has NDB capability, all right, hang on. So it's like, and maybe this is a silly question, like it's not a full NDB then? If that makes sense? Or am I just really thinking about it incorrectly? We're gonna turn the night off for a second. Ew. Okay. First we need to adjust our track IR. Boom, perfect. We're probably gonna have to take those for now so we don't cheat. They're showing it as a fix. Yes, because they can. Right. And that's the way it will be used more than likely versus an NDB. Okay. Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, we will. We will put the ADF in just to have it. Or sorry, the the frequency into the ADF, not interchangeable, and we will attempt to utilize. And it is very windy, isn't it? Oi, oi, oi. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. I was appreciated. At some point, I'm trying to think. Yeah, the plane I fly does not have an ADF, so I would not be able to do that. I'll find a plane at some point. I do have to start using other planes at some point because I'm getting way too comfortable in the only one that I fly. Okay, so we do our quick thing. We do battery, pitot, nav lights don't have strobe, beacon, taxi, landing lights, flaps down, check the fuel, boom. Light, 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 light. Excellent. Grasp the pitot tube, feel that heat, shut it off. Which we're about to do. Boop, boop, boop. And boop. We step out. Oh my gosh, that's scary. Okay. Static port, vents, stall horn. What am I doing? Vents. It's so windy. Stall horn, fuel vent, pitot tube, drain hole. Drain a little bit of fuel from here. Check the tires. I have little bit of stories when we get in the air. Antennas, other direction-y things. Fuel vent, aileron, flap. Elevator, rudder, trim tab, more antennas. Flap, aileron, drain a little bit of fuel from that wing. Flap, aileron, if I didn't say that already. Tire, antennas, oil, fuel, drain a little bit of fuel, leading edge of the prop, alternator belt, exhaust port, air intake, and nose wheel clearance. It's good. It's good. Yes. Then we parking brake off. We pull it out. We fill it up. There. Perfect. Grasp the pitot to feel that heat. Yes, that is what they're calling it these days. I've been calling it that for a while. I think it's amusing. Anytime. Do you need to identify the fix somehow? Right, especially if using it as an IAF. It is not, it is an intermediate fix, I believe. I will check localizer Zulu. Oh, hang on. Yes. Nope. It is. It is from the way that we are going, it is the initial, it is the final approach fix. Otherwise, it would be an initial approach fix. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Thank you. Like the 5th T-45 is rumbling by your house for the day. Been hella busy. What are they busy with? You're not complaining? I wouldn't be either. It's so much fun. Okay. So I am going to have to turn this off for now. This one. Okay. And then we do what? We fuels on, wait, nope, sorry, hang on. Fuels on both, trim for takeoff, circuit breakers, blah. Then we, brakes, pedal test, passenger brief, seatbelts on at all times, no talking during takeoff and landing, exits out the doors to the left and right, out or back. For now, make sure they're shut and locked, and you're very close. So we're gonna go like this. I have to switch because I think I'm a dude now. I have to get my avatar in there. I keep forgetting. Shut and locked. Yes? Yes. Excellent. And then we do the thing. We clear left, I think. No, we don't. We see track back and lock chicken. This is why we use checklists, but I'm trying to expedite so we can get some actual ATC. Oops. Back and lock chicken. And then avionics are off, autopilot's irrelevant, carb heat is off, beacon goes on, prime it, noom. Prime it, mixture full rich, throttle is slight. They come down from the Kingsville NAS for training to know if they're just building hours doing cross-country nav training or whatever, but either way, they come down to practice approaches at the airport. Nice! Well, that is fun. You should go spotting. That would be fun. Potentially cold. I don't know how it is where you are. So throttle is slightly more than what I think it is. Clear left. I feel very close again. Clear left, clear right, clear ahead, clear back, clear prop. And then that both. And then we nope. Does it work? Oops. Oh no. We'll just control E it. Oh no. I always have to give it an extra shot of primer now. Oh my god, I have my brakes on. I have the brakes on, you silly thing. Nope. What is happening? Gosh darn it. Bring that back a little bit. Cold front just got here. It's like 62. Oh, and you're loving it. Oh, cool. It even simulates brake failure. Yeah. We're going to fly anyway. That's what we do in the sim. Never in real life. So flaps go up. What am I doing? Yes, that's the correct one. We're going to go mixture out a little bit. Turn all our avionics on. La 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 la. We'll get this thing on too if I can figure out how. Ooh, it has autopilot for this? Ooh. Boom. Oops. Okay. So I got that for now. Yes. Bring this back to 1,000. That'd be nice. Okay. Imagine if you stood in front of the plane. That would have been a really good angle to film that brake failure. It would. It would indeed. For about 2 seconds. Ugh. And then we won't get weather because we're at an uncontrolled. So we shall look at our weather here. We are at Fletcher. Kilo Charlie, Kilo Mike. The 25th at 0255 Zulu. So it is the most recent. Yes. Automated 80 degrees at 12, gusting 21 knots. Oh no. Oh, and that's crosswind, isn't it? What are our runways here? Hang on. Yep. Yes. That'll be fun. 4 statute miles. Bloom. Baby rain. Mist. View at 1200. Broken at 1800. Okay. Overcast at 2500. Temperature and dew point are 6. 29080. Remarks AO1 does not differentiate precipitation. 29080. And I don't know what the P1 stands for. 29080. Oops. Oh, I can just do this. Oops. 80. Check to make sure that it makes sense. About 200. About 180 and 173. So we're good. Okay. So now... Oh, we need to get on VATSIM, don't we? Hang on. I want to make sure I have everything else in place. So our localizer is 111.7. So we'll... Noom. Uh-huh. And our ADB is 426. So I do this thing, correct? So I go, oh shoot, I don't want to press things. Oh shoot, I don't know what this means. No. Ah. There we go. Oops. It's a long way to go. God dang it. There. Right? 426. And swap. There. Yes. Maybe. I hope. This looks painful. It was a little bit painful, but we made it. It's worth it. I'm also going to throw in the Holly Springs VOR just because. 112.4. There. We have our CTAF. We will figure out. Oh, we gotta get on VATSIM. I'll do it in a little bit. We're gonna do all the things and then we'll get on. Okay. Got our weather, did the thing. Turning all the lights on that we need. Nav lights, strobe, taxi. Yes, we shall get the thing. You have been lurking. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. Happy to have you here. We're getting there. Just have to remember how to get onto the VATSIM. Connect. November Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 C152. Connect. And I should get my craft clearance ready. Oops, not that. Scratch pads. Close. Boom. Craft. So we're going to KUOX. Do I know what that is? No, I do not. Let us check. Oxford. We're going to Oxford. That's a long flight. From Clarksdale. So from KCKM, Clarksdale, Fletcher Field. So, and I guess that's one of my things is, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on, like, how local people say it, but, like, when in doubt, just use the town or place. Or airport name. Because I have heard both around where I fly. So KCKM direct to KUOX. Unless, of course, they say something else. Altitude, probably just going to give me 3,000 since that's what I filed. No expectations. Frequency is going to be, I assume, Memphis Center. Anyone remember Flight Sim World? I do not. I hope someone does. What was Flight Sim World? Makes me think like either of like Zoo Tycoon or like I can't think of it. So I do. I think we're gonna be on Memphis Center. I could probably zoom out and take a look. See, Memphis Center. So 133.65. 133.65. And then they'll give me squawk and all the other things. Okay. Goot. The dovetail games thing. Airport name would be consistent. Wouldn't say New York traffic since, well, right, since there are many airports, you would say Kennedy, etc. So that's kind of what I've used is if there's like just the one airport, I'd go ahead and say that one, especially if it's like the one airport of that place. If there are other airports within there, then I would specify that. But yeah, other than that, I guess I don't know. I think I usually kind of go with. Well, for this, I think also it depends on how much of a mouthful the airport name is. Because if it's like a lot, then and I also think like, okay, so for ATC, are they going to see on their stuff, are they going to see the airport name or are they going to see just like the place? So yeah, I don't know. An FSX development fork. You can English, you promise. It's okay. I understand. We all understand. Of course, never be on Unicom in New York. You'd hope not, no. Flight Sim World was Dovetail Games' attempt at making a new Flight Sim based on the FSX code they brought from Microsoft. And they gave up in beta. Oh no! Why? Was it bad? Based on the timing, you assume they received a cease from MS because when they canceled development. Oh, that's right, when MSFS was starting development. Ooh, interesting. Drama in the Flight Sim world. And development world. Ooh, okay, we have to put our thing in. I'm guessing, so 133.65. That's what we're gonna go with. Yes. Oops. No, what have I done? What did I have in there? 112 point... Shoot. Frick. Frukin' Dukin. 112.4. Oops. Ah. Good. Okay. 133. Sorry. 133.65. Ah, stop scrolling on things. Yes. And now we shall listen for a little bit. I mean, technically we could go do run up. Is anyone around where they're going to be behind me and I'm going to be taking a long time to do stuff?
Memphis Center Southwest 5 is flight level 240, descending 2,200.
Southwest 5, Memphis Center. Do you have a flight plan? I don't see anything for you at all.
We have our flight plan.
My apologies. I'll refile right now.
Frontier Flight 3910, descend via the Holbrook 3 arrival landing north, Memphis altimeter 2984.
Right, 2984, Holbrook 3, and landing north, Frontier 319.
Honda Jet 3 Tango Whiskey, descend and maintain 5,000.
3 Tango Whiskey's out of 5,000.
80 degrees. So
Memphis Center Southwest 5 has
36
refiled,
is good.
and destination is Jackson, Mississippi.
Southwest 5, squawk 2464.
Squawk 2464, Southwest 5.
Oh God. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, and it wasn't good. It feels harsh to judge it like that since it never even got to become anything. Okay, personally thought it was really good considering how
Southwest 5, your radar
early in
contact,
development it
25
was.
miles north
But
of the
yeah, just
Jackson
as interest was
vortex.
peaking,
Descend
yeah,
and
now we're done.
maintain
Oh
10,000,
no.
10,000, the
Darn it.
Jackson altimeter 2981.
Okay. We're doing the thing. We're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna not be a baby. We're gonna do a run up right now.
2981, descend, maintain 10,000. Southwest 5.
Okay. This is fine. We're doing run up. So fuel's on both. Trim for takeoff.
Memphis Center Commander, 103 descending at a level 275, about 25 miles to the
Free and
north.
correct.
of
Free and
the
correct.
Nexus
Free and
field.
correct. Free and correct. Instruments are goot. Goot.
Commander 103,
Goot.
Memphis Center, squawk 2476.
God, I'm so nervous.
2476, Commander 103.
Instruments are all good. Check the primer. Mixtures best in power. Ooh, okay. So, brakes 1700. Click it back. Watch that drop.
Commander
Click it back.
2476, radar contact.
2
28
back.
miles north of
Watch that
Natchez,
drop.
descend and maintain
2 back.
10,000, 10,000. The Jackson
Carb
altimeter
heat. Watch that drop.
2981.
And back.
Commander 1, descend and maintain 10,000.
Amps and
Commander 103.
volts.
Commander 103, I did lose you on radar
vacuum.
now. Your mode C transponder appears to have gone out. See if you can bring that back up.
Yeah, we've been trying to get it up here on the CRJ, but it's not helping. It hasn't been helping with the whole flight. I'm trying to do it through the V-pilot as well, but nothing's coming through.
Roger.
Idle.
Southwest 5, there's areas of light to moderate precipitation at your 12 o'clock, beginning about 30 miles. It surrounds the Jackson area. Just to advise if you'll need to deviate, you can expect the ILS approach from a 3-4 left.
Paper will expect that 3-4 left if we need to deviate.
We're gonna do a short field takeoff question mark, just to practice, since we might not get to commercial maneuvers. We'll see. Quick checking. Anyways, you re-downloaded the thing. I was thinking of making a review retrospective of it. Fun. True, it is harsh, very harshly judged it at the time because to you personally it felt like FSX, but less good. However, you loved MS Flight, which was equally short-lived. Oh no! I am not pressing anything.
You disregard that, Southwest.
Felt like FSX, slightly less garbage edition, but with the addition of volumetric clouds, still a novelty back then in flight simming. You were super excited. I was just waiting for clouds to cast shadows and for more planes, but we know how that ended. But when it first launched, you were like, oh boy, 64-bit FSX. There really wasn't anything to differentiate
right,
at first.
heading 090, radar vectors for the ILS approach.
I'm so scared. Okay, we're gonna go. We just gotta do it. Just do the thing.
090, expect radar for the ILS approach. Southwest
And,
5.
oops, I guess we'll try and do things proper like, and hang on. It's a little close. Things are a little close. Oh my god. I don't know what it is. But, yes, it amuses me every time.
November 159 Zulu Papa, Memphis Center.
Okay. Just gotta figure out where we're going.
Squawk 4330, and just advise ready for taxi at Paducah.
Oh god, he seems so busy, and so I'm like so nervous. But that means that he's not gonna pay too much attention to me and the fact that I'm going direct with an airplane that's
Southwest
not
9005,
necessarily
are you
capable.
receiving Memphis Center on voice?
Tree 6. All right. We have done our run up. Ooh, okay. Honestly, you're not sad with how things turned out. MSFS is vastly superior in every regard, but still it was the dark age of flight simming back then. So you were hyped to see someone try and do something interesting. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Game crashed.
Yeah, I'm flying
Were you coming? Should I put the things in? Hello. How's it going? How's it going?
15 degrees right.
So we're going here to
Right, turning
KUOX.
105, right.
I suppose I can pin that.
Commander 103, turn right
Oh,
heading
hello!
of
Thank you for the raid! Hello! How's it going, everyone? We're about to do scary things and actually get ATC. How is the stream? How is it going? For once, Drippy hasn't sent you here. Ugh! Well, I'm surprised. Hello, how's it going? But yes, how are things? How's the stream? How's your flight? Or controlling? You flew all the flyways around the SFO Bravo. That sounds scary. How did it go? Microsoft Flight was a free-to-play flight simulator which only had Hawaii and plus paid DLCs and no community add-on support. Okay, most of the flight sim community hated it for that, but it was vastly better than FSX in flight, feeling, and graphics. It lasted a few months after release. Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad. Do not regret that we do not have it. Be happy that it once was. Then did pattern work at KCMH. Nice, nice. And you played that one too? Nice. It would have been fun to do older flight sims.
Turn right heading 33.
I've only ever known this, so okay, we're gonna do the thing. We have to call. I'll get my scratch pad up.
159 to the Papa
He
Memphis
sounds
Center,
so
stand by.
busy.
It'll be a few moments, sir.
I am receiving. I want to test my transmit. I'm gonna quick go off of this, and then I'm gonna. Okay, it's transmitting. We good.
Being of 010, maintain 3000 till established. Cleared ILS for right approach. Affirmative, sir.
He sounds so busy. Okay, we're gonna get in there. Okay. Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 on the ground at Clarksdale, open IFR flight plan to Oxford.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1 Memphis Center. It'll be a few moments. Stand by.
Roger. Okay, all right. So we can chill for a little bit.
Tango Whiskey, wind 07014.
So nervous. I don't want to mess up, and I always end up messing up somehow. Okay.
West wind 3602. You're leaving my airspace to the west. Kansas City Center offline. Radar is terminated. Frequency change to Unicom is approved.
I need to turn this down just a
Photo advisory 123.
You would argue that was the... Do I have everything on? Okay, I do have the things on this time. Oh my gosh. Okay, you would argue that was the beginning of the Sim Dark Age.
Commander 103, say altitude leaving.
Because then MS became totally uninterested in flight simming. Dovetail had the license, so brought FSX to Steam. Okay, I need to put... Remind me I have my parking brake on. Okay. Dovetail had the license, so brought FSX to Steam, but ultimately had the choice of FSX P3D, which was jank even by 2006 standards, or X-Plane, which was also jank garbage, but with a decent flight model. There's silver lining there. Let's hope you can get your approach solo rating sometime soon. Where are you at with that? Is there a timeline at all? I'm definitely not trying to rush you, because that means that I have to do longer flights and stuff, so I can actually stay in the airspace and such. So yes, but it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to congratulating you on that as well. One amazing thing MS Flight had was the ability to water ski the Cub with tundra wheels, so you could do proper riverbank bush landings. Oh, that sounds so much fun. We're gonna have to do some fun stuff like that at some point.
November 159er Zulu Papa runway 5.
Either way, both sims weren't innovating at all, so flight simming just stagnated until FSW and DCS released their F-18 Hornet. The potential was seen, and brought back enthusiasm into the hobby. Then MSFS released, and we all know what happened then. Which is, I'm pleased with. I'm good with. Skull Command, yes! Taco Tuesday! May your tacos be forever flavorful as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Most definitely. Now I'm hungry.
Affirmative, sure, and hold short, runway 32.
I've had one live... Oh, you've had one live monitoring session. Okay, what does that mean? That sounds interesting and exciting. Would have a blast as FOR. Remind me, I have the parking brake. I hope I'll be better than that by the time I potentially get to that point. But yes, imagine the possibilities.
FedEx 420, descend via the rifle arrival.
KCMH Tracon is massive. That sounds scary.
Roger, sir, and the Oklahoma City altimeter is 29906.
Ooh, okay. So scared because at some point it's going to come up and then I have to be all prim and proper. The Tracon stretches 50 miles west of Cadet to 35 miles east of come on. Shoot, I pinned the thing and then I didn't. Hang on, one second. Or I didn't pin the thing. Hang on. There. Hello. I will check that in a second.
Southwest 5, descend to maintain 2000.
I'm pinning. Cross Hyper, thank you for the raid. How is it going? How is your stream? How are things? We're
103, turn left heading 070.
Sorry, I just had a moment of was I listening for my call sign for a second? We're waiting on clearance at the moment. So I'm slightly but I'm slightly also terrified. So how is it going? Yes. How are you? How is the stream?
040.
But yes, the Tracon sounds terrifying and lots of airspace and yes. And FedEx 420, yes, I noticed that as well. A monitoring session is when an instructor watches over you and gives tips to help you get better. Nice. And it went well. Hello, how's it going? Stream was great, as always. Nice.
You're 6.5 miles from Dabney, turn for the left.
Got to the gate, and then your bandwidth. Oh, it makes me want a sandwich. Bandwidth decided to die. Oh, you guess that was good timing. Okay, that's fair. Hello. We're waiting on our call sign and clearance.
Number 3 Tango Whiskey, you said you're going to the other side?
Every time I hear November, I freak out.
You can join taxiway Romeo there, taxi to the ramp via Romeo Uniform, Juliet, and hold short, or cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 36.
You started diving into the VATSIM ATC thing, so you might be on the scopes in the near future. Excellent, that'll be fun. I do. It's nice having
Juliet. You can back taxi runway 4
nice
left
having
to,
people that I know are friendly.
Hold short. I believe it's Bravo. I'm
but
sorry.
No, everybody's been lovely. So, yeah, I very much appreciate the ATC people. Freak out hearing November? You freak out hearing Chip's Challenge? We're not the same.
Southwest 5, wind 0,
that's a whole different animal, though. I freak out both positively and negatively hearing Chip's Challenge. Both,
Commander 103,
again, love-hate relationship. It's amazing.
Commander 103, descend maintain 3000.
You are also doing the training. You're with Oakland RTAC, and do you say RTAC? I've always said ARTCC, but I think I've also heard RTAC. So, and going well.
Number 159, Zulu Papa, runway 32, cross.
Congrats.
Taxi
Oh, I'm so excited. You haven't been assigned one. You're just going through the initial modules on the VAT USA site. Nice. We're gonna, our battery is not charging at the moment, so we're gonna, that would be terrible. All of a sudden, it's a little quiet. But yes, excellent. That's so much fun. I do my commercial.
November 733 Alpha Zulu. Were you calling earlier for clearance? Or was that November Hotel 313 Delta 1? Was that you calling for clearance?
Affirm 31 Delta 1.
November 31 Delta 1. This will be a hold for release clearance. You're cleared to the uniform Oscar X-ray uniform. Uniform Oscar X-ray via ASVALV, climb and maintain 3000, squawk 4361, hold for release.
Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 is cleared to uniform Oscar X-ray as filed. Climb maintain 3000. Squawk 4361. Hold for release.
Readback is correct. Comedy, Commander 103, it looks, this was a radar vector through the localizer. Turn further left, heading of,
well, that was a freaking mouthful, and then I forgot what O was.
Join runway 2, runway 34 left, ILS.
Memphis Center, Primary 2978 Heavy with you at flight level 330. Good evening.
Primary 2978 Heavy, Memphis Center. Good evening.
See, so could I have said in my initial call-up, like, ready for departure, like, open IFR flight plan, ready for departure? You have to use the NATO alphabet for work a lot. You just make up words now. I've started doing that. Again, we played Chip's Challenge on Sunday, and the passwords, I end up just making stuff up. But yeah, I mean, if it works and you get it through, why not? So how is the NATO one different? I've seen them, but I can't remember what they specifically are. Just tell them holding short, ready for departure. On the initial call-up, though?
103 report established on the localizer. Descend and
Oh,
maintain.
for Oero? Oh, no! Your dad got you on it because of his Army days.
5, you can taxi to the ramp.
You know it better than the normal alphabet now.
It's Bravo 1.
Can tell him that, but it all depends on his airspace and workload. Right. But, like, it does... The other times that I've done it, I've, like, not said that, and then they or they'll say hold for release, but I don't know. And then it's like after I hold for release, then it's, I don't know. It's just something weird where it seems like, blah. NATO, and ICAO alphabet are the same. What's the different one then, though? ICAO adopted a lot of the NATO communication conventions. There was one that was slightly different. But yeah, so, like, okay. And, right, yes, definitely airspace and workload. And that's why I'm saying he sounds very busy, and I feel bad. But, so...
Number 159 Zulu Papa wind 070 at 9er, runway 5, make left close traffic clear for takeoff.
We're going to check weather again, just in case. And it is straight 90 degrees. But it's only 15 knots, not gusting, so we good. Okay.
Commander 103 cleared ILS runway 34.
Look at that windsock. There's one the police use, but you don't know, oops, what that one is called. Okay. Dixie instead of Delta, maybe. Did someone say NATO?
Flight level 240 for primary 29.
NATO strike. Yes, someone did say NATO. NATO appears. Hello, how's it going? That was an ATL thing for a while. Which one was? Hello, how's it going? NATO strike, thank you for the follow. Was an ATL thing. The Dixie versus Delta. For a while, to avoid confusion with the 5,000 Delta jets that are there, taxiway D was said Dixie instead of Delta. Oh, interesting. Even the NATO alphabet changes slightly country to country, but those exceptions are rare, right? Birdie! What does that mean? Are you talking about my birdie? Or did I miss something?
Good evening, United 1881, flight over 320.
United 1881, Memphis Center, height down.
Going good, I'm glad. It's just alphanumeric.
103, wind.
Which one? Yes, my bird!
0908, runway 34.
He's so cute, I do, I love him so much. He is. He's very squat and very soft, and he's... Yeah, he puts up with my...
1881 radar contact, 18 miles southwest
he puts up with me.
Bowling Green.
Look behind me! Oh no. Oh yes! Do you like the spinning plane in the back? I don't think that's how you usually do it. But who am I to judge?
Flight level 360.
Walker 31.
Breakdancing, yes.
4073.
Look at my tail, yes.
073,
It amuses me very much. Oh, it's not just doing donuts. It is doing donuts inverted. land donuts inverted and sideverted. That's what happens when you hand prop alone and forget to set the brakes
Hunter
right.
Flight 569 Memphis Center ident.
I do. I hope that the
Hunter Flight
and I am
569
squawked
radar
right.
contact,
Yes.
35 miles,
Good.
West of Hinge Mountain.
And we are doing a. Did I say we're doing short field or soft field?
Walker 3118 radar contact.
I think we'll
2
just do
miles north of Bowling Green.
short field. I got to do a bunch of soft fields in real life.
Remember 159 Zulu
That's
Papa clear for the
day.
option runway 5. Report on the go.
So I'm pretty like soft field takeoffs are good. I actually really enjoy doing them because it is kind of fun actually to like just kind of like point towards the runway again, kind of get crazy eyes a little bit, and then just noom. I enjoy that. And that's what happens if you let Rogue fly. Well, I mean, it's technically not flying yet. Oh no, I see a person. I'm sorry, we're still holding. We're still holding.
And Commander 103, report clear of the runway.
If you want to go around, there's
Commander
plenty of
103,
grass.
taxi to the ramp.
IRL, you always do soft field takeoffs. They're a ton of fun. Yes. Well, and that's what I was gonna. It was a bit of a. There's always something different and interesting every time I go fly. I was.
Premier 2978, descend via the Holbrook 30
I was supposed to have a lesson,
Memphis altimeter.
but my instructor told me the day before that he had a sick baby, so he was potentially going to have to stay home. So it was like, okay, I'll probably not be able to have a lesson. And then I get there and I'm waiting for the time, kind of figuring he's not going to be there. And then I text him just to make sure, yeah, so baby's doing. And he's like, in a wild turn of events, I'm on a plane headed out of state to go teach somebody how to use a Garmin. It was like, oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'll go do pattern work, I guess. Because the weather was ish. But then it kind of cleared up. So I did. I was able to do a bunch of patterns.
I'm sorry, last aircraft call in the center, say again?
No worries, it's you. Okay, sounds good. Taxi via grass to the runway. Hey, that's basic. That's how I do it in real life. I say that, but I am actually, I'm not joking. You're off VATSIM following along. Okay, sounds good. Taxi to 365. Yes. That's pretty much how it is. Was that for me? Did he say me? Was that for Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1? All right, I got my quiet now. Did anyone else hear over my babbling? I'm so concerned and scared.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1 Center, you ready to go?
Ready to go, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1.
What aircraft, what runway are you going to depart?
Tree 6 1 Delta 1. I don't have to say that, do I? I feel weird.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1, you're released for departure off runway 36, intercontrolled airspace on the runway heading, climb and maintain 3000. Clearance void if not off by 0400, time now 0351. Frequency change to UNICOM is approved and report airborne this frequency.
Oh my god, okay. Cleared for release, runway 36, enter controlled airspace, runway heading, void if not off, 0400, time now 0351, over to UNICOM, frequency change approved, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Oh my god, I messed everything. Everything up. Oh god, okay.
32 miles north of Natchez, descend and maintain 10,000. The Jackson altimeter 2975.
Going. Parking brake is on. Mixture is in. Flaps are on. We'll do short field. Yes, we will. Where are we again? We're at Clarksdale. We're saying Clarksdale because I don't want to... Okay. You gotta run. Catch you next time. Sounds good. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the raid. Always appreciate it. Have a great whatever it's going to be for you. And yes, hope to see you again soon. Didn't he also request contact when airborne or something? Thank you. Yes. 3000, right? Probably, I assume 3,000. I assume 3,000. Oh, God. Or just contact when airborne, I think it was. Yeah, just contact when airborne.
Approaching runway 36.
Oh, God. Hang on. Oh, my God. Clarksdale traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, departing 36 to the east, Clarksdale. Oh my God, and I pressed the button too. Oh my God.
Entered
It was
336, 5,300 feet remaining.
I'm pretty sure it was airborne. Okay, so oops. Short field, doing the thing. Doop, 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 doop. Good. Mixture's full rich. We have flaps, no obstacles, so oops. We're not quite on center line. I know, I'm sorry. Crosswind correction is in. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the heck? My frickin' rudders are not working. Ugh. I got 7 minutes to get off. Ignore everything. What the heck? Oh my God, I'm so sorry about everything that I'm doing. Where am I going? Why am I pointing this way? Okay. See you in the air. Oh my God. That looked interesting. Yes, it did. Might just want to use the taxiway to take off. Oh my God. Well, but it's the opposite way, is it not? I'll have to look. Maybe I was looking at it wrong. What is happening? Oh my God. Okay, we're pointed toward the runway now. Taxi to destination airport by a grass contact upon arrival. Oh my God. Why? Why is everything going so wrong? Just follow the UPS van on Highway 5. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna try that. We're just gonna do a normal freaking takeoff. No flaps. What am I doing? Come on, here we go. Okay. Let's try that again. I promise I fly better in an actual plane. Oh, ooh, shoot.
Entered runway 36, 4,300 feet remaining.
Okay, yeah, we'll be good. Take the 101 to the Guadalupe exit. I love that joke. Maybe a control surface check. I did though. Did the thing, did the thing. Brake. I did all the things. Because I have a 20 knot crosswind, but I did the thing. Maybe aileron into the wind. Correct? We'll just see what's going. We'll just see. Yeah. It's going to weather vane immediately. Okay. Well, we're going to see what happens. Okay. No. No. Ugh. Oh, God. You know what? Sure. Why not? We're in the air. Let's do it. Runway heading. We're entering controlled airspace via runway heading. At least we're in the freaking air. Sorry. Runway heading. Controlled airspace. Oh, my God. I have made a terrible mistake. Okay. Runway heading, which is 36. Oh God, don't stall it. Oh my God, okay. This is a, oh my God, this was a terrible freaking idea. I'm gonna get back to that once I'm not fearing for my life and the life of this craft, and that I'm going to do something dumb with the ATC thing. Okay. And I'm just gonna call at 1,000. Ah.
Yeah, 1974, your radar contact 25 miles northwest of the, northeast of the El Dorado vortex. Just confirm your level at flight level 350. I show you at 35.5, altimeter 2992.
And I entered controlled airspace at runway heading, but I can turn now, correct?
November 159, there's Zulu Papa, make left coast traffic runway 5.
Ah. Shoot.
United 1794, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Cloud break at 7,000. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, just north of Clarksdale, 1,200, climb 3,000. Hello, I'm gonna get to that. I'm sorry.
November 31 Delta 1, Memphis Center, radar contact 1 mile north of Clarksville, climb and maintain 3,000, Clarksville altimeter 2973.
2973, climb maintain 3,000, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. And I climb maintain 3,000. I can climb maintain 3,000 and go direct because I was cleared direct. So we're gonna go direct. 2973? Ah, okay. And hopefully he won't be watching me too much. Anyway. Oh my God, I don't...
Hotel 31 Delta 1, clear direct Oxford.
Clear direct Oxford, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Cause the,
United 1881, descend via
did I do a silly?
arrival, landing north, Memphis altimeter 2979er.
Descend via the Blue Street arrival, Memphis landing north, United 1881.
Okay, and sorry,
159 Zulu Papa cleared for the
this is
option
gonna be a
runway 5.
bucket of problems trying to do this.
Delta 960, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Delta 960.
Sorry. Breathing into the mic. Okay. And yeah, so we had a 20-knot crosswind and winds aloft are going nuts. Oh God. It's going to weather vane immediately. So I saw, but it went the wrong way, didn't it? Max demonstrated crosswind. What is it and where to find? For the plane that I fly in real life, it's on the checklist. /POH. For this one, I don't know. Stop it. Go direct. Thanks. Oh my God. Hang on. I am concerned.
Delta 960, you're 7.5 miles from Dabney. Turn left heading 010, maintain 2,000 till established. Clear to ILS runway 34.
Turn left 010, maintain 2000 until we take that left, stuff like this.
Yes, sir, and it is 2000 till you're established.
Roger, 2000 until established, stuff like this.
Sorry, I'm gonna get back to that. I just need to get to my proper altitude so I can... not make a complete fool out of myself. And the sim overplays the weather evading tendency. Okay, okay, sounds good. That was terrifying. We're gonna bring this back a little bit, trim down a little bit. Report airborne. I did do the thing.
60, wind 110 at 7, runway 34 left, cleared land.
Also, what are the winds here? No idea. Terrifying, that's what they are.
Left, stuff like that.
United 1794.
Max cross when they
via the
successfully
Hope of
remain
Arrival,
under...
landing
Wait.
north,
Oh,
Memphis,
oh,
altimeter
yeah. They
29
successfully
or
remained under
79.
control during flight testing. Oh, and I was supposed to check a thing. Censored mode, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry. Thank you for putting up with me and this
United
disaster.
1749, descend via
Ah.
the Holbrook 3, landing north, altimeter 29er, 79er.
And cloud break at 7,000. Do we request 7,000? Do you think we should? It's gonna take a little bit, isn't it?
Delta 960, wind 110 at 7, runway 34 left, I didn't mark that if I give it to you.
We
got
might.
24 left
Didn't,
up there,
oh,
stuff like this.
he didn't give a turn until... So, again, though, but so it was enter controlled airspace via runway heading, but I was also cleared direct. So I was supposed to wait for him to say the turn.
Number 159, Zulu Papa, Memphis Center,
Oh, no.
runway 5, cleared to land.
Total weather rate the way
0707.
you'd expect, just a lot more than you would have with weight on wheels and a dry runway. Oh no. Oh no, I did a silly. Oh no. Well, and I guess next time I do need to start asking instead of just assuming.
Hotel 31 Delta 1, just confirm that you're going direct to the airport. It looks like you're drifting to the north.
Yeah, going direct to the airport, we have some winds. Can we request 7,000, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1?
You said 7,000 is what you want?
Confirm, affirm.
I maintain 7,000, November 31 Delta 1.
Climb maintain 7,000, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1. Thank you. Are the winds better up there, I hope? So he's really watching me, because I'm not like too far off course, but like, God dang it.
Southwest 1880, what's your location? Jackson, Mississippi.
Gently, but full climb. We're gonna try that. Oops.
I'm not showing anything for you, sir. You want to make sure that's filed?
I'm gonna get back to that. I'm so sorry.
Commander 123, engine start and push is approved. Advise ready to taxi altimeter 2973.
Oh my god. Oh, it's gorgeous. Don't stall the thing.
Southwest 1880, stand by. November 159, Zulu Papa, Memphis Center, say again.
Okay. Shoot. Getting back on course. It's a long ways up. Well,
Yeah, you're below my radar. I don't have you on radar, sir. So,
I was told that we broke out at 7,000, but maybe... Oh, God. I feel bad requesting again. Can we just do 5,000? But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind going up to 7,000, but... Oh, it is. It's nice to be able to see. But hello, how's it going?
Roger, have a good night. Southwest 1880, clearance.
Gonna get there about the same time I'm over the field. How am I navigating? GPS?
Yeah, Frontier Flight 569.
We were gonna do the ADF though.
Second, all the handoff for you.
There's just been so much.
Cleared to the Atlanta airport via
Just say we'd like to stop at 5. Okay.
0 minutes after departure. Your frequencies with me, squawk 1510.
Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. We'd like to stop at 5,000.
Southwest 1880, read back correct. Engine started, push approved, advisory for taxi.
Oh no, or maybe that wasn't a good idea. Oh God, getting back on course.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1, maintain 5,000. We'll show that for your final.
Maintain 5,000, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1.
United 1880, are you going to make it down in time, sir? I'm showing you quite a bit higher.
Did he say ensure that's your final?
We'll make it down, United 1881.
Roger, sir. Frontier, break Frontier Flight 569. Contact the Kansas City Center now, 125.72.
It's a 152, they'll be kind. Okay. Oh God.
125.72, sir. Good night.
Oh God, get down. Sorry.
United 1794, contact Memphis approach 125.8.
Oh my God.
See ya. United 1881, contact Memphis approach 125.8.
I promise I fly better in an actual plane. Get down, gosh darn it. Oh, look at how pretty it is though. Okay, so we are currently on direct to, not quite at our freaking, get down. Oh my God. Okay, we need to get on so that we can take a look around a little bit. You're back with a nice toasty sandwich. That sounds amazing. What kind of a toasty sandwich? Other than a toasty one, because we know it is toasty now.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1, the Oxford altimeter 2981.
2981, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1.
And November 31 Delta 1, you can expect the... let me see it here. You can expect the the localizer Zulu runway 9.
Expect localizer Zulu runway 9, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Oh, thank God, that's the one we wanted. Oh God. A toast roast beef and cheddar. Nice. A toast beef and cheddar. Okay, so... Whoo! We're gonna get the plate up. Procedure, approach, localizer Zulu via, shoot. Getting back on course. Zeter. Add to route. Shoot, I didn't want to do that. Nope, never mind. I don't want to do that yet. I do want the plate up though. The plate is up, excellent. Okay. So, shoot. Well, first we're gonna get properly trimmed out and on course and everything. And then we're gonna get out.
123 Memphis Center, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha 2 and Alpha.
That was terrifying.
Any chance you can get your transponder working? It's gonna be difficult to track you this time without it. The Jackson altimeter 2973. Altimeter 2973.
So does that show up on the ATC radar that I jumped from like 5,000 to 5,400. Oh God, I got a little. Did that? So was that a new METAR or something? Oh, okay. Oh, he sent me the thing. That's cool. Okay. So, oops. So, November Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Do I have to say anything? Do I have to type anything? 25 auto 110 9er gusting 21. Oh God. Oh.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1. Looks like you drifted off to the north again. You end up in a turn right hitting 090. I have to keep you out of approaches airspace.
Right heading 0. Say again, please.
Yeah, right heading 090 eastbound.
Right heading 090 Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Ah. I'm Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. I am currently southeast of east.
Yeah, I just need you to fly the heading. This is radar vectors. Are you on a 090 heading?
090 Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. There. He said turn right heading, so oh God. Oh, I feel horrible. Keeping at 5,000.
And November 31 Delta 1, I'm showing you tracking to the northeast. Turn 30 degrees right. Whatever your present heading is, turn 30 degrees right.
30 degrees right, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. And yeah, that's what I thought too. I feel horrible. I'm sorry.
American 1500 at pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 240.
I'm gonna get to that, but whatever's happening over there, I'm so sorry.
Flight level 240 at discretion, American 1500.
30 degrees, 90 is 120.
You can expect further descent via the Chesney arrival, but for right now, flight level 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240, American 1500.
Getting butt kicked by a very strong south wind. Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Sorry about that, I misheard first part of what you were saying.
I'm gonna try and like get some of the things.
I was just saying you can expect further descent via the arrival,
but I'm
right now, the
definitely trying to just be a proper pilot at this point. Is it raining?
American 1500.
American 1500, disregard.
Roger.
Walker 3118. Hey, I just got to say, you are a great controller. You've had plenty of opportunities to get frustrated, but you've remained level-headed, and I appreciate it. So you're doing great, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, we have the localizer. So I'm currently on radar vectors, and I'm sorry, we're about to get on the approach, and I don't want to mess up. Because, yeah, this guy's been very nice, so I want to be a good pilot. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry about not looking at chat. Okay. So our mins are 920. We're gonna have to get back on that heading. Yeah, sorry. I'll probably
Hotel 31 Delta 1, descend and maintain 3000.
descend, maintain 3000, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1. We're gonna be a good pilot. A proper, nice pilot that ATC doesn't have to worry about all the time. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was a terrible idea. I'm so sorry. 3,000. 4,500. So 1,500. Oh my god. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Not that fast. Not that fast. Not that fast. Not that fast. Not that fast.
November 31 Delta 1, turn 5 degrees left.
5 degrees left, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1.
American 1500, descend via the Chesney 2 arrival, landing north, the Nashville altimeter 3001.
Still descending to 3,000. We are 5 degrees left of where we were. Come
Roger,
on.
Descend via the Chesney 2 arrival
Oops.
for
We
North
are
Landing and
3,500, 500 feet to go.
American
We're going to start arresting that descent. I'm like really hoping.
Commander 123,
Get-
Memphis center, wind 090 at 10. Flat runway heading 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Okay. Oh my god.
Memphis
Oh.
Center, just to confirm,
God
did you
damn
say
it.
in northbound landing?
Sorry.
American 1500?
Sorry.
That's affirmative, American 1500. Landing to the north, the current date is
Okay.
at Nashville is Lima. Just advise me when you pick up Lima.
Stop, 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 stop.
I have
My-
information in Lima, but it's showing the southbound landing on 20 right.
I'm
and
sorry,
20
I'll get back
center,
to
American
chat
1500.
once I'm out of this mess.
Yes, sir, we'll make that correction. That is
I
on
appreciate
our
all
side.
of you.
But expect a north approach.
Roger, we'll expect north approach, American 1500.
3,000, dang it. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Destination AWAS is 132.725.
Thank you, ForeFlight. Oh, I really don't want to have to go miss.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1, turn left, heading 070, join the runway 9 localizer. Report established on the localizer.
Turn heading 070, intercept the localizer, report established. Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1. And established is when it's coming in, is it not? So aren't we technically established then? Oh god. Okay, we're gonna say we're established, yes, because yeah, it's coming in. So frick.
Southwest 1880, taxi runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha 2 Alpha, the Jackson altimeter 2973.
Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1, established on the localizer.
November 31 Delta 1, thank you. Command Air 123, you are radar contact, turn right 090, climb and maintain 15,000.
I'm gonna blow right through it.
090, climb maintain 15,000.
So, do I, but do I get to turn on to it though? He didn't tell me to turn on to it. So, am I supposed to follow it? Am I supposed to follow it? Shoot. Okay. So follow it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Oh, thank God. Oops. I'm following it. And he did. Okay, sounds good. He said cleared approach? I missed that. Frick. I'm so sorry. But he didn't, yeah. Not sure, can always call back. That's, yes, okay.
Memphis Center, American 1500, shall follow the arrival route for the altitudes or southwest for clearance.
No, sir, you are cleared to descend via the arrival, landing north.
Roger, will descend via the arrival, American 1500.
Okay. Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1, confirming cleared for the approach.
November 31 Delta 1, I'll have clearance for you in just a moment. I got to get you a little bit closer to where I can cut you loose. But just continue to track that localizer, and you can expect approach clearance in about 4 miles.
Roger, expecting approach clearance in 4 miles. Thank you, Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that scares you. It's okay. Honestly, it's not usually this. It's hi. How's it going? It does. It scares me too, but it's not usually this much, to be honest. What I usually do. It is. It's very nice. Everybody's really nice. The controllers are great and everything. It's really great practice. So yeah. So I should be 3,000, correct? I didn't hear cleared approach. That's what I thought. Heard fly heading report established. That's what I thought too. So that's why I'm like trying to maintain 3,000 as well, but failing. Okay, so we're back on this. Heading should be 9 or 2. So. Oh my God. And I'll go back up to all the things, but I don't want to make more work for myself as well as the very nice controller. Very nice and helpful controller. All right, so, oh God, I really hope we don't have to go missed.
Commander 123, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb maintain 330, Command 123.
Southwest 1880, wind 090 at 10, fly runway heading 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clouds are around 1100 for you. Oh, thank goodness. Well,
November Hotel 31 Delta 1, you're 8.5 miles from Tunning. Maintain 3,000 till established, cleared localizer, runway 9.
Maintain 3,000 till established, cleared localizer, runway 9. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. I'm technically established, am I not? Am I not?
Memphis Center, Tango Foxtrot 69.
So can I just call,
Climbing 16.
I'm on the localizer.
Tango Foxtrot 69 or Memphis Center, climb and
I
maintain
am, okay,
flight
so
level
I can get down to
400.
1800 then?
Tango Foxtrot 69, climb, maintain flight level 400.
Okay. And I don't have to tell him. See, I feel like I know these things, but now I'm questioning everything. Okay, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nice and gentle like. Nice and gentle like. We can, you know what? We're going to bring it back a little bit. We don't want to get too slow, but, oh God. Oh my God. Okay. And I am cleared for the approach. He did not give me frequency change, so I hope that's not an issue. Okay. So, should I request frequency change? Oxford isn't towered, is it?
And American 1500, you can expect the ILS approach again, runway 2 left.
Getting down to 1800.
We'll set the ILS for 2 left, American 1500.
Please, quick, somebody tell me, is it towered? Don't worry about it until I'm at the FAF. Okay, sounds good. Okay. I usually get frequency change like way early.
Southwest 1880, radar
So
contact,
is it because
right
there's
heading
actual weather and
090,
stuff?
climb and maintain 15,000.
It is untowered. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay, and 1800. We're getting to. Dive and drive. Dive and drive.
November Hotel 31 Delta 1, you're 5 miles from tuning. I don't show any traffic between you and the Oxford Airport. At this time, frequency change to UNICOM is approved. Report cancellation of your IFR downtime this frequency upon landing.
Frequency changed approved. Will report cancellation upon landing. Cessna Hotel True and Delta 1. Thank you.
Thank you. And was there another aircraft calling the center?
He's so nice. Okay, we are 9 miles. 1800, 1800, 1800, 1800. Oop. And again, I'll get back to chat once I'm not messing things up. Okay. Oxford traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, 8 mile final, runway 9. Oxford. I guess I could have said that I'm on the localizer, but like, and then I have to set a timer at the beep beep. Hello, I'm gonna check that in a second. I appreciate, I see it's a raid. Thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went well. Welcome. We're terrified, so I'm sorry if I'm shouting. We're about 2 miles from the outer marker. We're hoping for the freaking best. My God. And I'll get back to chat as well. Again, I'm sorry. I appreciate you all. But I don't want to mess up, especially since we're actually on the VATSIM, so. God. And I need to remember to start a timer. Tap to 0. Oh God. Hello, thank you for the follow. I will get to that again. Shoot. Get back on. God. Waiting for that outer marker. We're super close. And then we have to time it for about 2:20 for our missed approach, potentially. We're hoping we don't go missed. Oh God, I really don't want to have to go missed. Just want to get off poor Memphis Center's frequency. Being so nice and helpful and putting up with my mistakes. Okay, here comes that. We're going to be setting a timer once we get that indication. Watching for that indication. Watching that localizer, 1800. Oh God. There's our thing, so now that's our final approach fix. Carb heat goes out, mixture is full rich. Descending to minimums is 920. Please, please break out. Oh God, not that fast. Oxford traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. 4 mile final on the localizer runway 9. Oxford. Hello, I see a raid, thank you. I hope your stream went well. I'm gonna get there, I'm on the approach, and it's terrifying, and we're on VATSIM, so I'll get to all the things. Thank you for the follow. But I want to do this properly. Memphis Center, thank you. Has been very, very nice, and I don't want to screw this up. So again, 920, thank you. 920. Come on. Oh God, I see. Yes, I see the ground. Hello, thank you. Oh, thank God. Okay. Dive and drive, dive and drive. Oh God, let's do it. Ah, we're gonna land. Hello, thank you. 9 or 20, 9 or 20. We see the thing. Oh, it's freaking beautiful. It's still a little bit cloudy, but okay.
2 mile final runway 09.
Thank you, ForeFlight. Oh my God. Okay. We got this. We're landing. We're landing. I'm like slightly concerned because like that big dark spot kind of looks like a runway, but I'm pretty sure it's not. No, it's not. All right, we good. Okay, 9 or 20, 9 or 20. And we are above the glide path according to the VASIs, but maybe I shouldn't follow that. We're just gonna land it like normal. Okay, okay, we can make this now. We have visual contact. Hello, thank you. I will. I will. Once we land and get off VATSIM, I will do all the things that I should be doing. I am so sorry. I was not expecting this workload here. Oxford traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, short final runway 9er, Oxford. Okay, I feel like I need to zoom out a little bit. Don't have to dive and drive, can aim for the numbers. Oh, just please, for the love of God, don't crash and have to. We got 5,600 feet, I think, so. Just, oh God, no, just keep flying the airplane, keep flying. Oops, 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 flying the airplane. Oh, that was dumb, sorry. Taxiway, go, rudder pedals. Oh shoot, hang on. Rudder pedals. And we're gonna go and immediately go cancel. Because, oh my God. And I will, I'm gonna get back to all the things. I'm so sorry, I appreciate all of you. Okay, okay, okay. Oxford traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, clear of runway 9er, Oxford. Where are we? We're at Oxford. Okay, canceling with Memphis Center. Listening for a little bit. Taking a big breath. Memphis Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, on the ground at Oxford, canceling IFR.
Number 31 Delta 1, cancellation of your IFR is received. Have a good night.
You too, thank you so much. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1.
You're welcome. American 1500, descend and maintain 3000.
Okay. Okay. And now we're going to get off VATSIM immediately.
American, 1500, your,
and then I'm going to go back and look at all the things.
Turn right, heading 350, maintain 3000 until
all aircraft center will be closing in about 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So we're just going to sit here. I'm going to put the parking brake on, and I'm going to go back. Oh, my God. Jake in a boat, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you putting up with me. Thank you for the follow. And Canadian Captain Mustache. That's amazing. Thank you for the raid. I hope your streams went well. And Plasma 43, Super Old Grunt, Sphinxonian, and JC Cattle Co, Canadian Captain Mustache, and Alex Hoek. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much for your patience and for putting up with me. I'll go back into chat quick. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay. Okay, yeah, where did I leave off? Shoot. Oh God, I missed a lot. I'm so sorry. Okay. I remember that. Toast beef is greater than steamed ham. I have not had either, I don't think, but yes, sure. I like it. Hope you're ready for an unforgettable luncheon. I'm sure I understand that reference. If it's encoding my mode, see altimeter. I'm probably not going to understand any of this anymore, am I? Oh no. Let him know what heading. I was already flying. Okay, that's what I meant, and then I said stupid things. I was like, I'm southeast of 90, and oh God, it's dumb. I'm sorry. Must have a lot of wind. Yes, I think there was. Uh-oh. Yeah, that goes for the whole thing. Butt kicked by very strong south wind. Yes, and he doesn't necessarily know that. Right. Butt kicked by very strong south wind every time you eat Taco Bell. But it tastes so good. Do hit the spot. That's what I thought. Pirate breakout at around 1060 feet. Okay, sounds good. Yes, we did. I'm so glad we got visual. That would. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes. Fun Cessna 150 conditions. No, it wasn't. Shoot, what did I say? What? Shoot, what gamer word? No, never mind. I'm not gonna acknowledge it anymore. Sorry. In a couple of weeks. I know. I've been very bad the past few weeks. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I am a lady. Doing this without at least a single 430 looks like a pain. We use them yield for flight. But yes, I know. It's a little bit ish. Need the needles aligned as a precision approach. Then report a step. So I thought that. Hello, thank you, Trout Nation. Thank you for the follow. And I'm trying to speed read so that I get back to like actual new things. I'm sorry. And then yeah, so needles aligned. I thought that technically established was when it starts to come in for the localizer, because otherwise you blow right through it. Yeah. And then report established after that. Good. Localizer, non-precision. Yes, and so this one was specifically localizer. It wasn't an ILS. And this is what you go through when you go through flight school, except you do a lot better than that. That was terrible. I fly much better in an actual plane. Gotta learn your equipment first. Yes, absolutely. Yes, he did. Tell me to go to the localizer. That's what that one was for. Okay, call the established, she'll follow it. Yes, that's what I thought, but then, I was questioning everything. And he said cleared approach. No, he did not. And you're reading your chart, totally different airplane. Oh no. Right. Oh, I was gonna throw that in there, and then I just didn't. I could not. I usually would be able to, and then there was too much. Not sure, can always call back and confirm. Right, and yeah. Oh, I guess I can turn this stuff back on. I have a feeling. It's not showing up. Guess we can go outside. Will it show up then? Maybe I should get off the taxiway. But why would we do that? Why would we ever do that? Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. And yeah, you were half paying attention and telling me terrible things. And okay, and again, like I am terrified of the things. I'm a big baby about it, but it's really, really good. The VATSIM scares you thing. It is. It's very, very good. Everyone is super nice. Like you could tell how much work that controller was having to do, and then to put up with this silly 150, 152, whatever we are, who's going into conditions that it shouldn't be. And they're super nice, super good. The more you practice, the better you get. And you didn't hear cleared approach. That's what I thought. You heard fly heading report established. Yes, you goofed. You got priorities like learning the UI to a dead sim no one cares about. Clouds were around 1100. Okay. Yes, we did get visual. Sim, you talking about? Yes, the flight sim world. I am. How you don't remember what I was. Cleared, straight cleared for the approach. So once crossed the FAF, can dive and drive. Yes. First, you've heard of the flight sim world. What's your problem? I'm overthinking it. I know, just do the thing. I know, but then I do silly things. And I did have it once I got visual. Within 10 nautical miles of the fix. Barely stopped. Yes, right. And that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Don't worry about it until at the FAF. Right. And it is untowered. Okay, sounds good. And that's the thing is usually I get cleared to go to the different frequency way earlier than that. So yeah, that's why I was concerned. And then the flight sim world stuff. So you either close once in sight and go visual, or you close on the ground. Other way, you switch to UNICOM and it has call and right on time. Nice. Yes, and that is why. I made sure to do it on the ground because and no worries, Stroke. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Looks like a nice day for flying. No, it does not. At least in this little thing. But yes, that went better than it could have. Like the last time I did an approach like this. And I have the NDB tuned and the marker audio on. Yes. I have the NDB on, but we didn't do anything with it because I was scared of other things. I should probably put the brakes on, though. I do have the brakes on. And then, hello, how was your raid? I'm sorry. And may want to zoom out for a bit of peripheral. I think I did. And I was going to be high. Yes, that's what I figured. And yes, good evening, everyone. Hello. And you're scared. I was as well. I'm sure that came through. We're almost at the end, I think. Have the field in sight so you can descend below MDA and follow VASI. I'm always worried, though. Was the VASI correct or not? Heidi on comms, chill. Heidi off comms, panic. Yes, exactly. Gotta maintain that professionalism. But yes, you guys get the behind the scenes. Runway environment in sight, check required flight visibility, check continual position to make a normal descent landing. How do I think that approach went? Well, you know what? Let's get into a little nav map and we'll see. Oh no, it's gonna be terrible. I'll pop that up quick. Oh, and we even have the localizer on, so that'll be fun. It was better than it could have been, but it was also worse than it could have been. Oh, and Jay the Boatride, sorry if you're late on that. Yes, and it's a 152. Yes, it is. And it was a good job considering. Yes, considering. Going to ask for a power of 180, but was on approach. Yes, we will do a little bit. I think I have a little bit of time. So yes, we will do some commercial maneuvers because I have to. And hello, how's it going? Gods, your reference was ruined. I'm sorry, the one up above that I didn't understand. I'm sorry. Did I get my IFR rating or am I doing I did. I got my IFR rating after a hiccup last September. I'm currently working on commercial. So yes, in real life. Yes. And heard me on another stream, but he didn't rate you that. You'd find me sounds good. Oh God, what was I doing? Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. I'm curious. Who was that? So that I can go and look back and see what I looked and sounded like. Was it terrible? Was I terrible? I'm sure I was terrible. Oh, this weird person. I'm supposed to be putting the little nav map on. I'm sorry. Flying is super easy. Just do what you do. Auto start, light the burners, launch all your missiles. Back to base for tea and medals. It sounds exquisite. I like that idea. I'll do that in my 152. You think I could do it? All you could hear was my voice. Okay, sounds good. And I'm sure it was terrified and screeching about things. Oh, God, I am. I'm sorry. Oh, and then we got oh, jeez. This was just a disaster from the beginning. Okay, are we ready to go over this little nav map? All right, here we go. Oh, God. And yes, sounds good. So we we started. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I'm not sure what this was, but we taxied out. We waited a while and got our clearance, and then we started taking off, but my rudders weren't working. So we had a wind. It was a very strong wind. So things happened, mistakes were made, the throttle was pulled. And then I had to maneuver my way back, find my way back to the runway, but I was all thoroughly confused. And then we took off again. Debriefing is that guy. It's all right. I understand. I can be a lot sometimes. Oh no, gosh darn it. Hang on. Going back. Was almost a roads less traveled tour on the first day. Yeah, it was though. Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, that was horrendous. Oh, it was more like a roads more traveled. US 49 and 61. You'll have to remember that. Oh god, do some taxiing. Do some grass taxiing. So yes, so we eventually made it back to the runway. Almost went off again, but we just sent it. And we got off the ground. Flew runway heading. Now I'm trying to remember how to do verbs. Flew runway heading, yes. Attempted to do what we were supposed to do, what ATC told us to do. And then turned before we were probably supposed to. Oh my god, I feel horrible. And then we were following. And we were supposed to be at 3,000 because it was a short jaunt, but then there was wind and clouds and stuff, so we requested 7,000, and we were already like drifting, so he was telling us to get back down to get out of approach space. And then we did. We're gonna go up to 7,000, and then we decided to stop at 5,000 after requesting first. And I want to look back and see what he said, because it almost seemed, I'm not sure, it almost seemed like he said, make sure that's your last one or something. Looks like one of your daughters take off. Oh, again and again, I fly better in an actual plane. I promise, I promise, I promise. Put it on the profile. What's the profile? How do I do such things? Oh, is that gonna like show my altitude and everything too? Oh, that's gonna be terrible. Profile. I don't know. I'll keep going over stuff until you tell me how to turn it on a profile. So then yeah, and we kept on drifting, so he had to keep on telling us to go down a little bit, and then he told us a heading, turn right heading 900, and I was already past 900, so then I asked a weird question, and he's like, I don't know, it was just weird, and then he had to tell us just 30 degrees, just go 30 degrees right, and I think that was about there, so then we ended up going like that. Click on the mountain icon, second row. Mountain, this one. Ooh, okay. No flight plan. Oh no! Does it not show anything if I didn't have a flight plan put in? No. Shoot. Oh, that's sad. I'll have to remember that next time. Next time I'll throw it in there. So then we did. We got radar vectored to the localizer, just the localizer in general. And then we got established kind of on the localizer, and eventually we were cleared for the approach. Eek! And we made it down and finished off fine, all things considered. Just make one quick between the two airports. I need to remember how to do this. Right click, set as departure. Boom. Flight plan not valid. As destination. Oh God. What? I don't understand. I'm not sure how to read this. Can I, how do I, what do I? Oh God, are these like all? I don't know what's happening there. I have trails from a lot of previous flights. Yes, I do. Oh, so I can't, oh, okay. Oops. Yeah, I'm sorry. But it was terrible. We didn't hold altitude very well, and then all of a sudden there was a gigantic bloop, and yeah. Let me quick check a thing, because I am gonna have to... Okay. We should still have some time. But yes, I wish that we could... There's a way to isolate this one by going into the logbook, but that's some work. Okay. I will look into it, and I will try to make that a thing as well. Because that would be fun. That would have been interesting. So yeah, so there was that disaster, but it ended out all right. We can still use the aircraft. We didn't crash. We're gonna go do some commercial maneuvers and just have a good time. We're gonna turn the weather off. Oh God, I'm still, Okay. We're good. We all good? Is everything good? Okay, let's go do some commercial maneuvers and have a good time. Carb heat could probably go out. Parking brake could go off. Oh, and yeah. I'm probably... we're gonna practice, but I'm probably going to be a little bit... I think... So we came in runway 9er. I think the weather defaults to 270. But, yeah. Oh, God. All right. Anyway... Oh, I'm good. We're good. It's all right. We're fine. So how's everybody doing? It was nice. I got to, it's been a long time since I've been able to fly just on my own, just because the weather's just been terrible. So whenever I've been able to fly, I've gone with instructors so that I can actually like nail the things down. But he wasn't able to yesterday, so I just went up and pounded the pattern because I was a little bit nervous about going anywhere else because the ceilings were a little bit low and there was potential spinner, inverted land donuts. As you can see on your right. But yeah, so I just got to go pound the pattern. I was gonna practice the power off 180s, but I was like, you know what? I just want to have a good time. So I just went and had a good time. Just landing and taking off and landing. And the sunset was gorgeous. And I realized afterward I hadn't put my dash cam up. Oh, that would have been amazing. But yeah, it was a good time. I was also a little bit, I also decided not to do any like weird... Thank you, Foreflight. It's like those break dancers, yes. There's oh, hello, how's it going? Yeah, we're gonna do the thing. Where are we going? We're gonna put it on VFR, the VFR sectional, and figure out where we can go. I'm still coming off the adrenaline, I apologize. So we're gonna take off to the... Bravo's that way, so we're gonna take off and we're just gonna go south. Sounds like a plan. And yeah, so again, I fly on a grass runway with a little bit of asphalt, and the owner, we'll get in the air and then I'll continue that. It was an interesting beginning before takeoff situation. We're not on VATSIM anymore. Double checking. Nope, it's all gone. Okay, excellent. But we'll still practice. Oxford traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, departing 27 to the south. Oxford. All right. Oh, we didn't really do a short field takeoff, so we're going to, I'm trying to think, again, so we're not going to put any flaps in for our short field takeoff because there is no obstacle. Yes. All the things, goot, 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 goot. Okay.
Approaching runway 27.
Takes you 90 minutes to come down after a stream of rain.
Runway 27.
Oh, it is. It's a workout. It's a thrill. Whew. Oh, thank you. I even thought that, and I was like, oh, I gotta do that, and then I completely forgot. Thank you. I promise I do things better in an actual plane. And yeah, it takes you a good couple hours from a stressful sim flight, right? And we're just gonna go do some more. So, okay, and let's check. Let's see. Are we at proper elevation? It is 55-ish. Oops. 452. Excellent. Okay. Oh, okay. And again, thank you. We'll do our short field, so we hold the brakes. We could totally not. Oh, use this thing as well. The squawk. The squawker. That's a 9. I always think the 0 should be over there for some reason. Not sure why. Okay, all right. We're taking off. We're doing the thing. Holding those brakes, powering up. And we're probably gonna stay somewhat near the airport because we're just gonna do a few, and then I do have to leave at a certain time. So we're watching that speed. Rotate, climb out at VX, which in this one I'm going to assume is 60. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Right rudder. And then once we clear it, we can climb at VY. DG. Thank you. I do all the things in the actual plane. I promise. And we're at 450. And so visual, we can turn out at 300 below pattern. Oof. Which is minus. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Okay. So we're turning south. Yay. Okay. All right. We're good. We're normal people. We can handle things. Oh goodness. Yeah. So I fly out of a grass runway, a little bit of asphalt, and I was talking with the owner, and we were chatting about, well, first, oh God, there was frost all over the plane. Like, is there such a thing as rime frost? All over the antennas, all over, what else? Yeah, all over, like, everything. There was, like, ice on the air intake, and I had never seen that before. And I was so concerned, and I asked the, we'll maybe Shundell our way up. Kind of want to do 8s on pylons, kind of don't want to do 8s on pylons. We'll keep it low. We will. We'll quick do some 8s on pylons. And sorry, I'm going to be a lot less whatever about things. We're just going to do what we need to do the things. So there was stuff all over the plane. I was very concerned. I asked the owner, and he was like, yeah, I have never seen that before either. It was weird. All this stuff in all these different places. I was like, oh, okay. How would you like me to remove it? He just gives me a towel, and I'm like, all right, sounds good. So I went and I defrosted all of the antennas and all of the things. And I was still concerned because there was like forecast for like mist and stuff. We're gonna bring down our power. Kind of, if the wind is consistent enough, probably mixed though. Are we talking about the rime frost? Because it was thick. It was thick, but it wasn't like ice. So yeah, probably mixed though. Oh, it was yeek. Shoot, this is not a good place for aids on pylons, is it? Ooh. So 455 plus like 700. No. Hang on. Yes. So no. Yeah, no, that's fine. Sorry. I'm getting mixed up with numbers. But yeah, that was interesting to come to the plane too, knowing that I probably wasn't going to have my instructor with me, and like, yeah, so that's why I appreciate the owners so much. They're so nice and so helpful, and yeah, it's just a great place. And anyway, so he warns me that there was ice on the runway, like thick ice, and he broke it up a little bit. Hello. He broke it up a little bit, but there were spots to watch out for. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll be sure to do that. And then it was like I was about to hop in the plane, and he comes around with his car and he's like, hop in, we'll go check out the runway. So we went and checked out the runway, and he shows me all of these spots where these big ol' areas where there's chunky ice places on the runway. So he's like, if you just stay around in like here, you should be good and everything. And it was like, okay. Luckily, I was the wind was such that I was coming from the opposite runway. So so this is just a terrible. You know what? Will anyone be upset if I don't do 8s on pylons? There's just not. I just don't like. I don't like any of these areas for 8s on pylons. We'll just Shandell it. We're gonna Shandell it. I'm used to very sequenced areas. But yeah, so then I did. I went and I just pounded the pattern, had a good time. There was some crosswind, which I had to deal with, and it was fine. It was good. And then there was a plane. I can't remember what one it was. A larger plane going into an airport nearby mine that looked like it was coming directly at me. So I was definitely looking for that and tuned into the tower it was coming into to make sure that nothing happened. Yay! Oh, okay. Hello. Sorry. Yeah. I assume that was for the frost thing. Your game is so broken, some planes act like it can reverse but won't. Or there is no ground options. Oh no! This one specifically? Is there something you gotta adjust? We're supposed to be saying near the airport because I am gonna have to. Yes. BR and Fizzdiz, Bloom and Freezing Drizzle will give you a rhyme. Oh, okay. A rhyme or mixed appearance, just not exactly the same places on the airfoil as when you're moving forward. And so, yeah, so there was stuff underneath the one aileron, not the other one. A lot on the antennas, some on the pitot cover, which is weird because it comes off. Or like it comes up. It was just interesting. Do I have rudder pedals? I do have rudder pedals. Yes, they just don't always work very well. Or I just don't use it correctly. And you think it's just Xbox being lame? Fair. I'm on PC. And it has its issues as well. But yes, we're okay with it. Ooh, hang on. We're doing it. We're pretending. All right, dive and drive. So we don't know where the wind is coming from, so we're just gonna, where am I getting to? 1100. Thank you, ForeFlight. Okay, so we get 45 degrees from our one point, and then we do this is terrible, going like that, and now we 30 degrees from our, we're doing 8s on pylons, by the way. I made a decision. They're going to be terrible 8s on pylons, but so we're going to go 30 degrees. from our point. Feel a little bit fast. Probably because I am. And then we boop, and then we boop, and then we up. I came in way too fast for that. But we'll see what happens. And then we're watching for our second point. And we roll out to the middle. Oh, God. And we want to make sure our wings level by the middle and do the 30-degree thing again. We're going to get one good 8 on pylon. Just like in check ride. Oh, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Watch for that point. And snap it on. And it's getting behind. So we pull up. Oop. It's getting behind. So we dive down just a smidgen. Look at all those appearing cars. And then we're heading back to our midpoint, and we exit the same way that we entered. Amazing. Honestly, that could have gone a lot worse. All right. Sounds like freezing drizzle or even freezing rain. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I don't know what it was. I'm not actually sure who flew it before anyway. I want to say it might have been the owner, and yeah, he's a great pilot, so I'm not, I trust that he knows what he's doing. If it was anybody else who usually flies it, probably not, but what's my pivotal altitude? It is, in the plane that I fly, it is, oh God, I know this. Hang on. It is ground speed squared divided by 15. Which usually, like, if you go with a ground speed of, like, around 100, which is what it usually is, it comes out to about 650-ish, I think I usually end up in the plane, it's in miles per hour. The plane that I fly is in miles per hour. So for knots, it's 11 divided by 11.3, I believe. So okay, we're gonna Chandelle our way up. I do have to watch the time though. Yes. So we'll get to 1600 is good because I think that's at least 1500 above. So we'll get on to DG up north, Chandelle our way up. We'll do some lazy 8s. We'll come back in. We'll power off 180. We'll attempt power off 180, I guess. And yes, okay, sounds good. Excellent. Okay. And again, I haven't had a chance to work on the steep spirals in real life yet. The weather has just been ish. And it's supposed to be cold next week. It's beautiful next week, but cold. And And the usual thing is, like, if it's below 0, just don't go, because it's just going to be miserable. And that's a lot of next week. So, all right. So, Chandelling, as we put in our bank angle, we power up, do that 30 degrees, get that nose up nice and gentle-like, nice and gentle-like, nice and, oops, gentle-like. Nice and gentle-like, bringing that bank out, bringing that bank out, bringing that, oops, gentle, oops, frick, sorry. Hold for that sweet, sweet stall horn. Hold for that sweet, sweet stall horn. Hold for that sweet, sweet stall horn. and then we gently reconfigure for cruise. This plane takes forever to climb. Let's light a bottle rocket. Yes, that sounds like a plan. That's why we Shendal. You're supposed to go on Saturday. We'll see. Sounds good. I look forward to hearing about when it happens, because it will happen. Yes, I hope so. I do. Because yeah, it was being able to just, I even had a moment as I was like just pounding the pattern yesterday, like if for some reason it doesn't work out commercially, I just enjoy being out there, just flying, just pounding the pattern. It's just so nice. It's relaxing. When you're not on ATC and IMC and terrified. Okay, so we Shendal to the left, we'll Shendal to the right. Take it back now, y'all. Okay. So we are back in cruise, let's say, and as we do that, power up. And yeah, I'm about 15 hours away from my 250, and I don't feel prepared at all. Like, not at all. I could probably, god dang it, my freaking, I promise I do at least do these slightly better in an actual plane. I could probably struggle through check ride, but I don't want it to be a struggle, because I'm already going to be as, like, maybe not quite as bad as I was on that approach, but, like, yeah, I just don't want to have, I always want to be way over prepared, so that when anything goes slightly wrong, it's not so much of a, it's just the one thing rather than a bunch. Still waiting on your safety pilot so you can go get your 6 hits done. And okay, so again, when is yours again? Because I think mine I have to do by the end of March, and I got 1 done and a hold. So technically, I just have the 5 left. Back to non-VATSIM. Yes. Oh my God. It was terrible. We were on VATSIM earlier. We were Hello. How's it going, by the way? It was insane. Yes. It was very scary. And controller was super nice and had to deal with me quite a bit, which I feel bad for. But yeah, it was good. The weather was ish. The wind was oi. And yes, these are very technical terms. I'm sorry. You got your plan on AP and a VFR flight. You're ready to sleep. Well, good for you. Sounds like a good time, though. End of April. Okay. So, waiting on safety pilot. Are you going to go... is that the plan for Saturday? That would be nice. We're going to quick do lazy 8s. You know what? Yeah, we'll quick do the lazy 8s. We'll just get back on north. Getting to 2300. You don't know how people do this all the time? Do what all the time? Autopilot or fly or what? What do you mean? Flying is amazing. Even if you're not the one doing it. It won't be Saturday. You're taking up a friend and his kid who's way interested in aviation. Yes! Start them young. Oh, that's so much fun. Well, I do. I really hope it works out. But at this point I'm about ready to write off the winter in general. It's like, give me spring now. I used to love flying in winter because nobody else liked to fly, and it was nice last year, and it was colder, so better performance. But no, this year has been ish. Do you know people just sit back and let the AP take care of everything all the time? Every time. Well, when you have to make sure things are precise, unlike what I've been doing, then you let the AP take care of it. That's your favorite thing to do. And the $200 hamburger. Yes. Yes. I have had one. And technically I flew there to pick somebody up and buzz around, and then we just ate there. But yeah, and I want to start flying more around out places. I have a plan, it just hasn't been implemented yet. So stay tuned. And I have my dash cam, I just haven't set it up and actually done things yet. So you can actually see that I fly better in a real plane. I'm not just saying that. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of quick lazy 8s and then we'll try some power off 180s. So 5 degrees and pitch, 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 gentle pitching, gentle pitching, gentle pitching, gentle pitching, gentle pitching, gentle pitching, and we let it fall. And then we watch, Do we need to adjust things? Yes, we do. Oopsie daisy, whoops. And then we go right into it. We 5 degrees to the right, and we pitch, 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 pitch. We were slightly off our degrees, but oh, hello. Okay, that's different. That is not how you do it. But we're gonna. Hey, we didn't actually stall, so we're just gonna be okay with it. I'm sorry. Don't forget your Amazon sun visors. No, absolutely not. You've been wondering about that hamburger. Where is it at? It's all sorts of places. Depends on where you want to go. Literally any airport with a restaurant because of the price of gas. Yes. Sometimes it's a $200 roller dog at the gas station down the road. Oh, I didn't think about that. Why not though? Ooh, our track's not horrible. Oh, our 8 was pretty good. That makes me happy. We'll go check it out. We'll get back to the airport quick. And you know what we haven't done? We haven't gone outside the freaking plane. So, yay. This reminds me of those Noom. I'm gonna fly in front of the sun. Hello, thank you. Locotron18, thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here and putting up with me. There. Oh, that was a bit much. It's beautiful. Hello, hello. Nah, burger's the destination. Cost includes logistics. That is fair as well. All right. Oops, we're going the wrong way. All right. Going back to the airport, we'll try some power off 180s, and then I will have to call it after that. And again, I cannot go longer tonight, unfortunately. I usually would, because I'm probably not going to do very well with the power off 180s, and I will want to try again and again, but alas, we'll just have to accept the ish that you're about to witness in a little bit. You found a pretty decent airport adjacent coffee stand this fall. Beautiful airport on a lake. Lots of other food choices, but someone beat you to the courtesy car. No, by about 2 minutes, so you just hooked it to the nearby strip mall. Nice. Whoop. We're getting a pattern. This is normal. We will try to find runway 27. So we're gonna cross over we're gonna cross over the airport. And then we're gonna turn in. Yes, that's what we're doing. But that sounds like a fun time. Are you seaplane rated? I can't remember. Cause that would be fun. Cause airport on a lake, so I assume seaplanes can land on there. You've gone to fancy restaurants and paid for a $50 burger before, though. Yeah, that's fair. But like, why? Is it that good? You are not. Any plans? There are a lot of seaplanes around, though. So, because I'm hoping to do that this summer. That would be fun. And then once you get your CFI, you can also instruct in the seaplanes too. sorry. I'm also not sorry. I am and I'm not. So we're going like this. I actually want to fly over here. We're pretending that we're the only ones who matter at this airport. So it's right there. There's so many cars on the taxiway. Why on earth would that be? You wouldn't mind that? You should do it. You should do it. It'll be a fun summer project. Yeah, a summer project. It was pretty good, but debatable if it was $50 good. Right, it was fancy though. I'm not all for paying for fancy. Yeah, that's what that is. That was one of the reasons why I chose my my home airport, is because it wasn't. It's that old school aviation stuff, and it's not the fancy stuff, and I absolutely love it, because it is. It's about the planes. It's about aviation, and that's all that matters. Okay, so we're gonna aim for the 1,000-footers and hope for the best. We're probably a little bit far out, but who am I to judge? Coming in at 2,000, we're gonna have our carb heat out. 1,000-footers. Yeah, I do. So we pitch for best glide, which again is around 60 in this one, ish. So pitching. We're aiming like halfway. Oops. No. Okay. We're gonna go out a little bit further, and then we're gonna go in. Okay. All right. Here we go. Can always add flaps. Can always add flaps. Can always add flaps. See, why am I dropping 1,000 feet? We're
500.
And the 150, I need to chill with the flaps. Ah, shoot. Okay, this is fine. We're fine. This is fine. Oops. Nope. Aiming. Float it. Yeah! I apologize for the megalomaniacal. But oh my god, I actually landed it on the 1,000-footers. That's exactly what I'm going to say on check ride, hopefully. We're going to try it one more time. Let me just quick check. One more time. Just to make sure. Just to make sure that we're... that it wasn't a fluke. Which it probably was. Or do we just end it there on a good... No. We will. We're going to do one more. Clean up the plane. And yes. And so I think part of it, and whatever, and I mean, I know it wasn't perfect, but that was, yeah. I am completely satisfied with that right now. I think part of it was like, so I see myself as being too high, but I forget that I don't have an engine, so I am going to drop faster than I usually would on a final. So I did. I kept that in mind, and I do think that helped. So, yeah. That was probably the best, at least in the sim, that I've ever done. Potentially even in real life. Because I didn't have to do the slipping or anything. And I didn't have to do anything too weird. So, yeah. Anyway, that was... I'm pleased with that. Anyway, sorry. Megalomaniacal is a pretty good song. I didn't know it was a song. I'll have to check it out. Who is it by? And does it... That seems like a really good... Like it would go to a beat well. Megalomaniacal. I like it. Okay. So we're going to do one more. We're going to prove it. I hope. Oh God, now the pressure's on. Okay. Bringing it back to 2000. Carp goes on. And I think we were a little bit further away than I usually am in the sim. So maybe I'll do that a little bit too. Keep those up. Power up a little bit. Mike, Foxtrot, Delta Mike, better than the best. Megalomaniacal and harder than the rest. Nice. Okay, so power down, best glide. And please prove it. No. Oh God. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Just, okay, trajectory. Don't overthink it. Oops. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm falling faster, so we're gonna... Oh no. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna... We're a bit high, but we're not gonna panic about it. We're just gonna ride it. Aiming. Not too early. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. I wasn't quite as perfect as the last time, but I think it was okay. I'm incredibly surprised. So yes. We're gonna say we did okay. We're gonna be okay with that. We're gonna be okay that we survived that cross-country flight on VATSIM. We'll quick look at Little Nav Map. And see our lovely track. So we... Shoot, where did we took off. We went south. We figured out where we were going to go. Look it! It's not horrendous. It's a little bit on this side of this point, but that one's not horrendous. And I felt like I came in way too fast for this one. And then, yeah, and then we went out, and then we chandelled, and we chandelled. And then we, were these our lazy eights? Like that and then like that? And then, or were these our lazy eights? And I'm not sure. And then we came in and we did a power off 180 and it wasn't terrible. And then we came in and, see, so it was. So our second one was a little bit closer to the runway than this one was. So that was, I did notice that difference. But yeah, and then we did 2 of them in a row that were Oh no! Oh no, I'm sorry! So I'll go over that again. So we went south, and then we did whatever that was, and then we did our lazy 8. You can see. So yes, so it was a little bit over this way on this point, and then this one was okay. And then we did our Chandelle, and then we did our Chandelle, and then we did something in here that was a couple of lazy 8s. I think it was that, but I'm not quite sure. It kind of looks like something Dr. Seuss would write about. And then we went this way, and we power off 180, and then we power off 180, a little bit closer than this one. But yes, so then that was that. I apologize, but yes, so there was that. That was, we'll go quick to shut down like normal people. Yeah, so we're taxiing. I'm not sure actually where I'm supposed to go. We're supposed to take this way. And I'm gonna probably like speed taxi, because I'm gonna have to. Oh no! Oh no! No, you cannot just slow down. You have to go. I have places to go. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, we're gonna go in. We're taxiing like normal people. We're finishing the things, and then we will. Yeah. Run him over. He's worth 50 points. Only 50? There was a lot of stuff there. It was all like glass and metal stuff. We'll just kind of drift king it in somewhere. Oh, here's the T-spots, I think. Nope, just kidding. Ignore everything that I say. Floating cars! I am one of you. We're gonna park with the floating cars. Backwards, but still. We're challenging them. Asserting our dominance. I am the true floating car. Sorry. Okay. So, we do the thing. We make sure fuel's on both, trim for takeoff. Flaps are up. Got the airplane cleaned up. Carb heat's in. And then avionics go off. I don't know how to shut this off like this, so we're just gonna shut this off. And then this thing gets switched off like, oops, that, nope, that, nope, I don't know. And then lights and stuff go off. Yes, excellent. And then we mixture out. And we wait for it to die. And then we avoop, and we, oh geez, my spicy pants. Sorry. And we would do the alternator too, put the control lock on, all that stuff. We'll get pretty music going. We'll quick run over things, and then we will raid, spread that love, and I'll put this. Hoi hoi hoi. There. Calming. It's been a time. Yeah. Okay. So that was IFR cross country on VATSIM with actual ATC control with weather. And that was terrifying, and again, I appreciate ATC so much in real life and on VATSIM. I do. I never want to be that pilot, so I always avoid ATC as much as possible. But it are always so super nice and super helpful and everything. See you tomorrow. I hope so. I might, depending on weather, I might not be able to, or I'll be late. But I'm hoping I still can. Otherwise, have a great stream. Yes, I'll quick do shout outs. Check out Charlie Foxtrot. He's always very helpful. Has a great stream. He's streaming tomorrow night. It's gonna be awesome. And thank you so much for the raids and follows. Yeah, thank you, Stu222, Cross Hyperu, Jake in a Boat, Canadian Captain Mustache. And yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for being here, and yeah, just all the things. Thanks for flying along. And in general, your patience and help. Always, thank you so much for the help. And yeah, so that was that, plus a couple of commercial maneuvers where the power off 180s didn't go horribly. And then, I'm hilarious and great, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that my, flusteriness is entertaining. I do. I appreciate you all so much. I can never say it enough. Yeah, so then, what day is it? It's Tuesday today. Thursday, we're going to start, barring changes, we're going to start The Sign of Four, Sherlock Holmes, The Sign of Four, by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And then start and finish, I'm not sure, we'll see. And then on Sunday, we'll continue our competitive classic chips challenge. Heck yes, I'm looking forward to it, but also not looking forward to it. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yes, I do believe it is. Sorry. Okay, so I'll quick shut this off. We'll quick go look for somebody to raid. If you know anybody right away, let me know. We're a little bit earlier today, so I think most people are gonna be still around. Or yeah. Every time you hear chips challenge, your PTSD gets triggered. It's fun. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's a love-hate relationship. And it's like, you can't stop. What am I doing? I'm browsing for people. We're gonna go raid. Who are we raiding? Do I have anybody? Bill Mays. Let's do some Bill Mays. We're gonna do some Bill Mays. Here we go. I hope he's not finishing. Why do we punish ourselves like this? It's a good hurt. It's like an abusive relationship. Except it's just... There's nothing keeping us there except the will to carry on. So, yes, I do. I hope that he's not ending very soon. But if he is, I guess then we'll be sent off elsewhere. But we're just gonna go with that. I need to get off as quickly as possible. Don't take that out of context. And yeah. Okay. All right, we're doing the thing. All right. Thank you all so much. That was the schedule. Thursday's reading, Sunday's chips challenge, and Tuesday we'll be back with more flying. So yes, again, to whoever got lost and found their way here somehow and found their way back and decided to stick around. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Have a great whatever it's going to be for you. Hope to see you again soon. If I've forgotten anything, brain has been mush since before the stream started, apparently. So, thank you. Thank you again, putting up with me. And yeah, I think that's it. So, thank you again so much. Have a great time in the raid. And bye.